Hi, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel where I get vocal about workplace bullying, harassment, intimidation, and all actions in between. This week we're going to pick up where we left off with my last video, reacting to my former boss, the bully, aka Cruella's, and I discussion where I confronted her about my harassment and intimidation work experiences with her. So if you have not seen part 1, I am going to pin it as well as leave a link in the description box below. Before we get into this second part, the conclusion, which is going to be very interesting, I want to mention this. Never allow someone, whether it's work, school, your personal life, make you feel as though requiring or requesting to have a safe and comfortable space is too much to ask. Although we are in control of establishing and maintaining our own happiness, does not give the right for others to destroy our boundaries or diminish our existence because of power and control. Anywho, on to the video.
And now you're essentially saying, if you don't have any issues with my performance, then why are you talking to me about all this other stuff?
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, yes. Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. There are definitely multiple aspects of like workplace behavior, right? So you have the job performance, yes. And then you do have the way that people conduct themselves, the way that you talk to people, the way that you undermine people. That isn't what this is. That is not what I was doing. She is trying to make it as though I am or I had been a problem. No, she made me a problem. Not that I was a problem.
I'm just not used to working with people like that.
I'm sure she's not. So what she's saying is she's used to people falling in line. She's used to being able to beat on her chest and people be like, oh, no, listen, I am scared of superficial things. Bugs, grass, I'm not scared of people. I'm not. So how others respond to Cruella's foolery is not how I was responding to it. Meaning I gave it no life. I see you, but I'm not acknowledging that. I see you, but I'm not going to show you I'm impacted by that. That is called years of being bullied. I have many years under my belt that I have learned how not to put certain emotions out there because then people think they have the upper hand on you. And I'm not giving you that. You're not going to see me cry. You're not going to break me down. You're not.
And Georgia's a right to work state.
Thank you for that bit of information. That is called intimidation. The fact that she decided that she was going to airdrop that information, again, ma'am, if you want me gone, do it. Do it. Out of all that we've been or has been discussed in this recording, why does she need to say that? Again, she's throwing things at the wall, right? Now she needs to let me know that basically she can fire me without cause. Okay. Thanks. I mean, I already knew that, but
all I ask for is, this is how I operate. You see how I operate? I was just as hands off with you last year.
okay. She was just as hands off with me last year. Let me let this play real quick.
And the year before that, I let you do and just came and said, Nicole, what do you need? How do I support you? You've done an amazing job.
So let me say this, because it's the gaslighting for me. She is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. She left me alone and let me do my thing for 2 years. Does anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess why? She had another target. So for her to sit here and try to play in my face, right? Because remember, there was another person there before me. She left because of Cruella. When she left, she said, sis, you gonna be next. Me, I'm looking at her like, no way. Why? Because to her point, she hadn't bothered me in 2 years. But for her to now be like, you should take it. Because I left you alone for 2 years. Ma'am. I should be honored that she didn't bother me for 2 years. That she told me I was doing a good job. So if we're going with that, then what changed? Then what changed? If I was doing such a good job, that she had to tell me that I was doing such a good job, what changed?
What do you need from me? That's about all I said to you. All since in the 2 years I've been here. Because you ran with it. And then all of a sudden, this year, everything's wrong. Every little thing.
Does she not understand she's the culprit? Ma'am, you now made me your new target. But your expectation was for me to do what the other young lady did, which was resign. I'm not giving you that honor. You're not getting it. You want me gone? You do it.
And I don't know what that is. And so I started asking because you seem to be more irritated. It's disrespectful the way you blow and you twist in staff meetings. And so, nobody else is doing that.
Pause. Guys, I'm really trying my best to not get infuriated. So, again, and I keep saying it, gaslighting. So in my initial, what are your challenges? I shared with her my challenges were the staff meetings. Now she's trying to say, I'm doing this twisting and turning and stuff. When she ever say that? She's just throwing stuff, just throwing stuff out there. Now I'm doing all of this twisting and things and stuff in the staff meeting. Now, would she have ever brought that up if I didn't say that that was a challenge that I have? Doubt it. But she knows that I mentioned it, so she wants to try to utilize it to her advantage. Ma'am, stop.
And so you said, you don't like to be in a small room and the meetings aren't interesting. So we tried to make the meetings more interesting. And, can we do some more fun things? And we tried to do some more fun.
So she's trying to make it seem like everything she's doing is to appease me. Well, ma'am, just stop doing. Let's start that. Just stop. Stop. If you saying that you're doing all of this for me and it's not working, stop. Right? Leave me be. But that's not truthful. She's doing things to bother me because she's malicious.
Things. Then I need some snacks, and so then we gave you some snacks. And then it's now, I don't like the location. You've always said you didn't like the location. Other people don't like the location. I don't like their location either, but we had a lease.
What that lease got to do with, okay. I mean, it's why is she telling me they got a lease? I know that. Okay.
And once we got out of the lease, I started trying in February to find a new place, and now we found a new place, and you ultimately know we're going to be in a new place, but that place doesn't have windows, and then you possibly not going to like that place either.
What? Now she just going on a tangent. She done found a new place, and the new place doesn't have any windows, so now I'm not going to not going to like the new place. What is she talking about? Sis is just, she's, I don't know if you hear it, but her tone has changed. She's now agitated. She done agitated her own self, and I ain't saying nothing yet. I ain't saying not now word. She done agitated her own self with this made up scenario that I said and other people said that they don't like the location. I'm not really sure why she's bringing it up, but okay, whatever. And then now that she had a lease, and so we're up with the lease, and she found us a new place, and now that new place is not going to have windows, so now I'm not going to like the new place. Like, what? Anybody else head spinning? Because mine is right now, because sis is on one.
I mean, it's just hard. I feel like I'm running behind, trying to satisfy a list of things that I can't satisfy. And that's why I just said, hey, I give. And I was done asking you, so I so apologize. It was my interest in trying to accommodate and trying to feel like I could create a better office environment.
I'm sure you guys already know I'm going to say that is gaslighting, right? Now she's apologizing, because she's tried, and, she's like, that's okay, she's doing a whole nother 360 with this conversation. She's turning. Now she is saying she apologizes. Just take these last 3 minutes alone. It has been an emotional roller coaster that she has taken me on, in terms of saying I was doing a good job, to saying that she ain't bothered me in 2 years, to saying that I'm beating on my chest, to saying that I don't like the office because there's no windows, to saying that she got a new office and it still don't like windows and I'm still not going to like it, to now saying I apologize. What?
And from you telling me that you thought the energy in the room, the bad energy in the room, or the bad energy in the office was at one time, which of course I would never tell her that, then I'm sure you obviously think I got bad energy too.
What she's doing right here in this moment is trying to use my words against me. Because again, like I said, she will ask you something, right? For her own personal information. She asked me something in terms of a coworker of mine. Now she's trying to say that I said that person had bad energy. All so that she can get to, I probably think she has the bad energy. You think? Like, you don't think that myself and others who have talked about the energy in the office aren't implying that it's you? First of all, you're the leader. So whenever that comment comes up, you should automatically assume that it's a result of you as the leader. Even if it's not you per se, it is a result of your leadership. So it's up to you to fix it, whether it's yourself or others who are creating the, energy in the office. But it's no confusion on who anybody was talking about. It's about, 7 of us on a good day? Come on now. But she had to take me through this whole maze to say, oh, you mentioned this person. I'm never going to tell her you said it. To, you probably think it's me. She's mad at that. She's mad that she knows that I'm saying that it's her. But she got to add all the other stuff in there to get to that.
And so my question is, maybe some other people got bad energy also.
So my question is, maybe some other people got bad energy also. That's a statement and not a question. But again, she's gaslighting in this moment and just tossing things. So there's that.
But I know right now, having this constant conversation about energy and what you like and you don't like.
She's asking me, hello, somebody, anybody. Bueller. She is asking me. She comes to me asking me, right? So how is it constant conversations as if I'm coming to her about anything?
And why do I keep asking you what you like and what you don't like? Because at first I was trying to please. And now I've reached the conclusion that I can't. And so
she has reached the conclusion that it's not working. E.g., her ability to tell me to just leave. Her convincing me to resign is not working. Plus, I done clocked her.
I just give. And that's what I was telling you Monday. I just can't do it anymore. Because I have tried to accommodate. And so this is a place where we work. These are the guidelines. This is what I can provide. And if, it's not enough and it's not working, I understand. But the long emails, the constant conversation, the super all the documentation, whatever that's for, I get it, I guess.
Checkmate. She got it. Again, she done talked herself right into common sense. Right into common sense. She gets it. Loud and clear. I'm glad she does. I'm glad she does.
But it's draining for me with all the other things that I have to deal with on a regular basis with artists and board members and consultants and fundraising. The programs were working really well. And now for some reason you need, I don't know what's wrong.
I think she was about to say, I want to be happy, in essence. And that happiness comes with her not bothering me. Not her coming to me as my boss for work-related things, but her not bothering me as someone that's being a bully, that's being harassing, and that's doing retaliation. Two different things. I am about the work. Period.
I don't even know. I can't even guess anymore. So I can't answer your questions about. You said you're happy. You told me that you're happy. You asked me to stop asking you what you like and dislike. I'll try to do all of that.
That's called conceding. Mind you, I haven't said not one word yet. Not one. I let her go through her whole range of emotions because she's entitled to do so. She's entitled to say whatever it is that she wants to say, and especially in terms of my email. Right? I gave her the full floor to say whatever it is that she needed to say. Uninterrupted. She has gotten to this point. What is this? I would probably say about 12 minutes in, because I spoke for about a minute on the front end. 12 minutes in, she is saying, I'm done. And I thank you. And I thank you.
But then I decide what gets presented to the board. That's my purview.
However, she's still letting me know I still run this. Okay.
Anything else you want to talk to me about today?
So just to confirm, when I was initially asked in December, I shared with you about the aura in the office. I never said anything about team building. I never said anything about, any type of anything outside of the office. I only shared with you upon request about my challenge inside of the office.
I just wanted to clarify that because I think that it is imperative that I at least make sure that is documented, because to me that's kind of the only thing she really addressed in terms of the email. And I wanted it to be clear. Again, sis, you came to me. This is what I shared in terms of you asking me about the challenges in the office. But again, she's trying to circulate this whole, I came to her with discussions about it, and so now she's trying to appease me, and that's not actually accurate. So I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there. You started this. You did.
So I just wanted to clarify that aspect. Then I guess I would just ask, in regards to the email that I sent, is there anything regarding that you want to say outside of what you just said?
I'm tired.
I'm sure you are tired. I'm sure you are. It is tiring being evil and cruel. It is tiring being in a one-person fight. It's draining. Also, I must add, I asked that question in terms of if there was anything else she wanted to say regarding that email because I wanted to make sure that she had the opportunity to say, well, what you said is not accurate. Or the way that you perceive things is not actually how I meant it. None of that. Technically, she pretty much just dismissed what I said and chose to speak about, you know, what mattered to her or defend certain things. Whatever. She took the route that she took. You heard it. But my point is, I wanted to keep the thing. The thing is this email. Let's start there. What do you have to say about that? Nothing? Cool. That's all I care about. To be honest with you, that's all that matters to me because that is what I have documented. So whatever happens from here, I can take that, I can take this recording, and I can see you in court if you really want to play those games. But I already mentioned to you guys, Cruella is on the smarter end of things. Ursula is not. So Cruella, halfway through the conversation, was understanding exactly what this is. And this is the moment that Cruella backed the heck up and left my tail alone. To be honest with you, when this conversation happened, she probably had another 6 more months before she gave her 2 weeks notice and was out. And I had not nan problem, not one, after this conversation with her. 0.
Okay. All right. So, just know on Monday, I will be taking into consideration everything that it is that you said, reflecting on everything that it is that you said, and I will be coming into the office with better energy.
I'm always going to keep it professional. I just wanted her to know that I'm done too. You know, I am done too. I'm not putting up with your foolishness anymore. I will come into the office and still be the person that I have been, which was professional. Anything outside of that is because of you. You would have to be the one to make it more than what it is, or to put us back on this path.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So let me say this. I think that this was a very difficult situation for me, but I needed to put my big girl panties on and address this because it was getting too far out of hand and it needed to end. I can't acknowledge, now that I am aware that I am in a space of being bullied, to allow myself to be punked, to be disrespected. Like, it is easy to allow things to slide when you're not aware. There's no excuse for me allowing myself to be a punching bag now that I am very clear on what's happening. Through counseling, I understood what was happening and I took a stand on that. I will never apologize for my method of making sure I protected myself. That method was to get it in writing because there was no HR, and then to make sure I have a recording of our discussion so that if anything come down with her deciding that she was going to fire me, we were going to have to take things legally. Because one thing about me, I am always going to be on the right side of the law. And you might take my silence as weakness, but when I really need to get down to the get down, I will. All I needed to do was send the message. I'm clocking you. I'm writing down the details. I'm keeping record. And people like to take advantage when there's no security. E.g., there's no HR. So sis can get away with a whole lot of stuff. She had been able to get, away with a whole lot of stuff. And her annoyance with me is that I didn't allow her to get away with pushing me out or being disrespectful. Because again, even if I'm not saying a lot, I'm saying a lot, right? I'm coming in there and I'm letting her know I'm not bothered. She would expect, because that's what she likes, a back and forth. That is who she is. She likes to engage and show people she has the upper hand. I never gave her that. And I understand that could be annoying and aggravating for people to not have someone match your energy. If someone is looking for a fight and you're not willing to get into the ring with them, that's annoying. I know it is. But I'm not going to allow someone to take me out of their character because they want to square up to show their dominance. Like, we're all Black people, all Black women. So there is no need for you to have to feel the need to have a certain level of control over me. I am not a slave. I am there to do a job. Simple. You are there to show me that you own me. No, ma'am. Like, it's giving no. Nowhere in my upbringing would that fly. Nowhere in my upbringing would any of my ancestors, any of my elders, any of my aunts allow me to be in a space like that and have this person think that they can treat me in a way that I have never been treated by the people who love me. So I'm supposed to be disrespected and mistreated by the people who don't, when the people who do have shown me the example of how the world is supposed to treat me? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. People don't like you when you actually have a voice and you start standing up and speaking up for yourself. No one has to agree with my method, but I did what I needed to do for myself, and I'm proud of myself for standing up and addressing it, because at the end of the day, sis left me alone. I hope me sharing this is a wake-up call or I'm not gonna say an inspiration, but acknowledgement of how things need to change, and if you're in a certain similar situation, that you do what you need to do to secure and protect yourself. With all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys checking in and going on this decompressing journey of sharing my workplace experiences. And there's still some more videos to go. I'm not happy about it, but when God calls you to do something, you do it without question, without hesitation, without aggravation. So with all that being said, I just want to say, if no one told you today, let me be the one to tell you, I love you. Bye.